12 Anderson, 14 Otomelo, 18 Semiglia, 21 Pietro, número 22 Smith, 25 Agarbado, 31 Elton, 41 Alvarez, número 99 Giorgetti, técnico professor Álvaro Ponce Maiado. E agora, vamos à apresentação da equipe da casa, São Paulo! São número 3, Puedes, número 5, Fischer, 10, Coelho, 13, Fabiani, 14, Miguel, 16, Igor, número 20, o Thiago, 22, Ansaloi, 23, Silente, 26, Betinho, 33, Miller e 88, Taiwan. Técnico professor Bruno Mortari. Quero ouvir a torcida do São Paulo aí, time da casa!
Good evening and welcome into Ginásio Dr. Antonio Leme Nunez Galvão in Sao Paulo, Brazil, for tonight's BCL Americas matchup between Nacional of Uruguay and Sao Paulo FC of Brazil. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Beta, and we're so glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from around the Americas or around the world. We return to Group B, where Quimsa is in control, but Sao Paulo still has a chance at the quarters. They would need to win both of their games in this window, and Nacional would need to lose both of their games, or if Nacional beats Quimsa, we would go to point differential, which does not favor Sao Paulo at minus 53. I know that's a lot of taking off of shoes there from my partner, Andrew Hunt, but if Sao Paulo loses one game, they're eliminated, so they're going to have to bring it tonight, and they will have to depend on a couple of veteran Americans in Cordero Bennett and Tyrone Cornell, but they will also need substantial contributions from Ralphie Silva, Ricardo Fischer, and Enrique Coelho.
Yeah, we've seen a few teams in a similar circumstance. This one, at least, they just need the win, so a little simpler. We'll see if they can pull this one out. The pressure is on them for sure.
Nacional, meanwhile, needs just one win to eliminate Sao Paulo, and they can still take the top spot if Quimsa loses both games. But first things first, they need to take care of Sao Paulo tonight. Eric Anderson and Michael Smith lead the way for Nacional, averaging 17 and 17.8 points respectively. Smith is fifth in scoring average for the tournament, while Anderson is second in rebounding at 10.5 per game. As you look at the starters for Nacional, Anderson, Semiglia, Prieto, Smith, and Giorgetti. Franco Giorgetti adds another 14 points, and he scored 18 points in both games against Sao Paulo before.
Yeah, that kind of production definitely would help tonight. And just like we've seen folks facing elimination, we've seen plenty of teams that are looking to punch their own ticket and make it a sure thing. So that'll be this team. Again, to me, your mindset has to be still a sense of urgency because it'd be nice to go ahead and get things done now and have the guarantee. But that's why we play the game, Craig. We'll see what we have this evening. I'm expecting a pretty exciting matchup.
We get a look at the starters for Sao Paulo. It's going to be Cordero Bennett, Ralphie Silva, Jose Nardi, Malcolm Miller, and Tyrone Cornell. And Andrew, both of these teams have X-Factor players. For Sao Paulo, it's Miguel Monster Melo, 19 years old and a high-energy guy who can really make things happen out there. We gave him the nickname Monster because he's like a Monster energy drink. You chug it down, and immediately you're going 100 miles an hour, and that's what Melo brings to the game. For Nacional, it's Gaston Semiglia. He's the kind of guy who can get under your skin at times. So it will be interesting to see both of these guys in action in the same game, possibly at the same time.
I remember I had a lot of energy when I was 19 too, Craig. What a good time.
Now you need the Monster energy drink.
Yes, please.
Our officials for tonight's game: Jorge Vasquez of Puerto Rico, Alexis Mercado of Puerto Rico, and Samuel Hidalgo of Dominican Republic. One more game, or rather one game already in the books today, as Flamengo took down Boca Juniors 87-79. Boca Juniors hung around in that one as long as they could, but they just did not have enough to take down Flamengo, and so Boca Juniors eliminated, and Flamengo and Hebraica Maccabi will advance to the quarterfinals out of Group C. Two games coming up tomorrow. It's going to be Flamengo against Hebraica in a now relatively meaningless game. That game will get started at 7:10 p.m. local time, 5:10 p.m. Eastern time, and Nacional against Quimsa, 9:40 local time, 7:40 Eastern time. Sao Paulo coached by Bruno Mortari, assisted by Ennio Vecchi. Nacional led by Alvaro Ponce, assisted by Guido Fernandez Corbeo and Santiago Segovia. There you get a look at Tyrone Kernell. Third meeting between these two teams. Nacional beat Sao Paulo both games already, 89-84 and 86-82. Both games relatively close. Kind of the mystery in all of this was how Sao Paulo lost by 57 points to Quimsa, 112-65, and then turned around and beat Quimsa by 3, 87-84. So that win has Sao Paulo still alive. And let's see if the fans traveling from Montevideo in Uruguay to Sao Paulo can make a dent in the noise level here in this arena.
We've had a lot of energy from the fans during this tournament, Craig. It's pretty exciting to watch. You mentioned earlier, even in a pretty tough loss for, I'm drawing a blank on my name now. Help me out.
Boca Juniors.
Boca Juniors, yeah. Their crowd, probably my favorite yet. They kept going all the way to the end.
That ball goes off the official, and Sao Paulo takes the initial tip. Another one of these arenas where the fans are practically right on top of the court. Cornell zips the pass across the court. That three rattles out. Rebound saved but stolen by Giorgetti. Now here comes Prieto. Prieto, whose nickname is Pato, Spanish for duck. Kind of looks like a duck running around out there. Got blonde hair flapping around. We won't get into the Spanish slang for Pato. I'm sure they just mean duck.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Cornell on the drive, goes to the right hand and swishes that one.
Duck is one of my spirit animals, Craig.
Really? I would not have guessed that.
Yeah, true story. Would you have guessed that I have multiple?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't doubt that, but
man, a lot of
beautiful
shots going up right
flat-footed
now.
rebound. Yeah.
defense can't secure a rebound on this.
It's an amazing rebound by Jose Nardi, being held by one hand. However, Sao Paulo not shooting the ball well early. Now a foul away from the ball. Some empty seats here, but the fans that are here making some noise early. It's just about the start of Carnival in Sao Paulo, is it not?
Oh yeah. I'm heading there later tonight.
Excellent, yeah.
Virtual.
Leave right from the arena. Cornell. Oh, what a pass from Tyrone Cornell. He found Malcolm Miller. Miller couldn't do anything with it, but then Alfie Silva ends up with it and scores, and Sao Paulo leads 4-0. Left-handed jump there by Gaston Semiglia. He's got his first two. Different hairstyle for Gaston Semiglia this game. He's going with the shaggy look. Usually he's got the tight braids, cornrows, loose at the end. A couple different hairstyles. We saw Gabriel Galvanini of Flamengo with platinum blonde hair earlier today. Talk about throwing you for a loop. That pass a little too far for Semiglia. And Sao Paulo back at it offensively. Cordero Bennett has his pass knocked out of bounds by Patricio Prieto. Prieto, 21 years old. He had 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 steals in the last game against Sao Paulo.
Looks like he's a little mismatched on defense right now.
Riento's listed in the program at 6'10", 208 centimeters, but I don't think that's right. He might be 6'1". There might be an extra 0 on him. There you get a look at the new do on Gaston Semiglia.
In my experience, most basketball players are about 2 inches shorter than what the program says, at least.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now Prieto from the corner for 3, a little too strong. And now Prieto commits the foul. Not sure why he runs over and does that.
That's going to be unsportsmanlike, I would assume. No? Looks like they're taking them all out.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I think that's unsportsmanlike. I think it was just a not very great foul.
But now I know if I want to intentionally foul somebody, I just body check them. Just run right into them and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, and a travel by Cornell. He doesn't like that.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw travel either.
Michael Smith now. He's been relatively quiet so far. Neither team doing very much offensively. Now Smith on the drive. The left-hand floater off the glass. Pretty finish by Michael Smith, and we're tied at 4. Samiglia out of the backcourt. And again, another one of those venues where the fans are going to be singing and chanting and banging on drums the whole game long.
I'm here for
Cornell
it, Craig.
corrals that
Like
one.
it.
Shot clock down to 8. Oh, that is pocket picked. Franco Giorgetti, now Prieto. The left-hand finish, and Nacional has their first lead of the game as we approach the halfway mark of this first quarter. São Paulo just 2 of 8 from the floor. Nacional now 3 of 6. Miller gives it up under the bucket and an easy finish. Ralphie Silva.
Got an injured player, it looks like here. Couldn't catch who that was under the basket.
Yeah, I did not see what happened.
Potentially, that was Bennett, I believe. Let's see.
Must have been Nardi because Bennett's still in the game. Nardi comes out,
Well,
and Enrique Coelho comes in. Now Bennett, nothing wrong with him there. Missed the layup, though. Anderson the rebound. He brings it up all the way himself and gets tripped. Nearly lands in the lap of our camera person there. I'm sure we'll see that replay. Anderson like a freight train. Foul on Kai Cornell, his first. Anderson the lob inside, and Giorgetti draws the foul. There's the veteran Enrique Coelho. I'm not sure Anderson was trying to hit Giorgetti with that pass. Giorgetti happened to roll right under there, catch it and draw the foul. Giorgetti at 75% free throw shooter around the tournament. Gets the first. Giorgetti too strong on the second. It is so loud in here, Andrew. It almost seems like they're piping in crowd noise.
Do you think that's what's happening? Or
No.
it seems that way. No.
Yeah, it just. Oh, tough finish for Cornell, backing his way. The defender pulled the chair out from behind him, and Cornell had to go up back to the basket and on the reverse side.
Nifty pass.
And that goes off the hands of Anderson.
Not so nifty catch.
Here you get a look at big veteran center Ralphie Silva. 6'10", 208 centimeters. He had 10 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists last time out against Nacional. Prieto. Now Giorgetti. Ralphie Silva letting him have the three-pointer.
Almost daring him to shoot it.
Yeah, he really was. Oh, beautiful pass from Cornell to Coelho. And then the strong finish by Silva. And travel before the shot. No, they call a foul. Ooh, that foul's going to be on Cornell. Should be his second foul, so he has a seat. Now Anderson from 18, too strong. It indeed was the second foul on Cornell.
Oh,
Nice anticipation on defense by Michael Smith.
the cutter just stopped there. I think he had that pass, but he stopped and came back.
Smith, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists last time out against Sao Paulo. He had 22 against Sao Paulo in December. Prieto, Giorgetti. Giorgetti a little shake and bake. Now back out to Prieto. Shot clock at 5. Prieto in among the trees, loses it. Bennett with the behind the back dribble. Gets it over to Malcolm Miller on the left side. Miller launches the 3, that missed. Prieto the rebound. Step back 3, that missed. Another rebound for Miller. Coelho puts the brakes on and gets it back out. Man. Teams can't buy a bucket. Sao Paulo 5 of 14 for 36%. Nacional 3 of 10 for 30% overall.
Ooh.
And Andrew, is this a function of
that.
good defense or poor shooting?
It's been pretty high energy, but yeah, I feel like they've had some pretty good looks, just not falling. I would expect better shooting as we progress here. There's not much room to go but up.
Neither team has hit a 3-point bucket. Sao Paulo 0 for 5. Nacional 0 for 3. Pass stolen away. That's Michael Smith with the steal and the fast break layup. Nacional back within 1, inside of a minute to play first quarter. Fast first quarter. The 6 fouls called. Now we get a 3-pointer up and in. Tyrone Cornell, a 45.5% 3-point shooter on the tournament. Strokes that one, and Sao Paulo up by 4. I think that's the biggest lead of the game. The tie is the biggest lead of the game. Sao Paulo led 4-0. But I don't really count those first couple of baskets.
Yeah, you gotta get a start before you can talk about leads.
Welcome into all our viewers in the USA on the FanDuel TV platform, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. He's Andrew Hunt. I'm Craig Fada. Hope you've been enjoying this one so far. High energy, but low scoring as Giorgetti misses the first free throw. And Andrew, I wouldn't swear to it that the bulk of this noise is coming from the Nacional fans.
Well,
Giorgetti misses both free throws.
They're cheering pretty much the entire time, so kind of hard to say. I wonder if I could get some crowd shots. See what kind of gear we got on.
I know I saw a section of Nacional fans, the usual section they've traveled with.
We had a group of fans that traveled pretty good distance we looked it up. It was like 1,000 miles. Was that Udek, I believe?
No, that was yes, yes, it was Udek.
Okay. I was like, I was pretty sure that's who it was.
Traveling from Concepcion, Chile. Oh, wow, what a jet quick move by the veteran Enrique Coelho. And the first quarter comes to an end with Sao Paulo on top by the score of 15-9, biggest lead of the game for Sao Paulo thus far. Look at the shooting numbers. Sao Paulo, 7 of 16 overall, 43.7%, 1 of 6 3-point range. They have not shot a free throw. For Nacional, 4 of 11 overall, 36.4%, 0 of 3 from the arc, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Sao Paulo winning the rebounding battle at 11-7. 5 turnovers already, though, for Sao Paulo. 5 turnovers as well for Nacional. For Sao Paulo, Cordero Bennett has not scored yet. Enrique Coelho, 2 points. Tyrone Cornell, 7. Ralphie Silva, 6. Only 3 players have scored for Sao Paulo to this point. For Nacional, we've only had 4 players score. Franco Giorgetti with 1, Patricio Prieto 2, Gaston Simiglia 2, and Michael Smith 4.
Yeah, pretty hard to get any kind of read on the game so far with that kind of limited scoring.
I was thinking the same thing.
So yeah, it's anybody's ball game at this point. There's you know, not a significant lead, especially when, you know, we're not started yet. It's like the car's cranking a little bit. It's got some juice in it, but we haven't got her to rev up just quite yet.
It's kind of like you got in the car to go on vacation and immediately are in stop-and-go traffic on the freeway.
Right.
You just want to get some space. Get that puppy moving.
That's where you just stay stopped for a while just to create, you know, a few car lengths in front of you so you can actually let her roll for a while. You didn't get any further, but
makes it seem like you did something.
Yeah, it feels like you actually rolled a bit.
Earlier today, Flamengo rolled. They took down Boca Juniors and eliminated them. Flamengo with the 87-79 win in Buenos Aires. Tomorrow, Flamengo takes on Hebraica Maccabi, and Nacional will take on Quimsa here in Sao Paulo. So another miss by Nacional, and a foul called away from the ball. You got that stylized number 5 on the back of Ricardo Fischer. Looks like a backwards 2. Earlier on for Flamengo, we had the stylized 7 for Didi Lusada. Looked like a question mark.
Who's this player?
Well, Ricardo Fischer's the answer to that one, as he gives Sao Paulo an 8-point lead. Biggest lead of the game. Up for 3. Was that Simiglia? No, it was Dimian Alvarez.
Yeah,
39 years old. He's a guy who's impressive. He plays with the energy of a guy 10 years younger. And Enrique Coelho hits the 3 at the other end. Now the lid appears to be off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we're going to get things going.
Alejandro Acosta now for 3. That rattles out. Malcolm Miller pulls down the rebound. Fischer getting the offense set up. There's got to be a mismatch somewhere with Eric Anderson out on Fischer. Fisher for three from the left wing. Splash! That was good. And just like that, the lead is 11. Ricardo Fisher jumps into the game. Gets a couple of buckets and now forces Alvaro Ponce to take timeout. Sao Paulo fighting for their life. Lose one game, they are out.
That's an immediate impact there. Fisher, to borrow our earlier car reference, a real spark plug.
Early here, Alvaro Ponce.
Fred Anderson talking about the pick and roll a little bit.
Talked about the point differential for Sao Paulo.
You know, just in case, I don't know.
They were Sao Paulo minus 53 through 4 games. Nacional minus 7.
Just for our viewers, I like to educate, as you know, Craig. Most people who have watched a lot of basketball, they're going to be aware of the pick and roll. If you're new to the game, it's something that's happening on almost every offensive possession. A screen is where, right now, Anderson's actually setting a screen away from the ball. But if he ever sets a screen on the ball like you just did there, that was kind of a handoff screen too, not exactly a screen and roll type situation. You can kind of accomplish the same thing there. In this case, he accomplished a foul. but for those who don't know, normally, let me see if we can point one. I just said we get one almost every play, and we almost did, but the foul occurred. So let's see if we can get one here so I can kind of illustrate what it is we're talking about. The big guy is looking to set the pick right now. So he's going to set that screen. Now, he doesn't roll because he goes away from the screen. The ball handler did, but we'll keep an eye on it. I'll point it out if I see another good one.
Nice pass into the corner and the open three for Malcolm Miller. And Sao Paulo now rolling.
They really ruined my lesson on pick and roll.
Let's keep it simple. The pick is on the ball and the screen's away from the ball, right? In most cases.
I never knew there to be a difference. We call screen or pick either way.
And I always thought they were interchangeable as well, but I can't remember who it was that educated me that there actually is a difference between a screen and a pick.
That would make a lot of sense. If I tell you to screen, then if we go by that description, you would know if I tell you to screen, you're not going to pick on the ball. And if I tell you to pick, you know you are. So I mean, I like it, but you know, I've always usually there's one person with the ball, so they're not setting a screen or a pick, and then there's only 4 left of us. So we usually figure, you know, and I've heard of a ball screen as well. So I've always heard of the ball screen. So that's why, yeah. Who knows? Maybe at one point it was separate.
Smith hits the three-pointer there. A little 5-0 run now by Nacional to get back to within 9.
So there we see the ball screen, and as you see the big man rolling, there he gets the ball. He kind of lost it on that, but that is your standard pick and roll or screen and roll, whichever one you use. Pick and roll just sounds better to me.
Giorgetti now right wing. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Giorgetti gets it back. Defender flashes over, forces the miss out of bounds. And that is going to be Sao Paulo ball. It's a great job by the initial defender to force the miss and not draw a foul. Now a foul on the floor before the shot. Damian Alvarez is a guy who, at 39 years old, wasn't getting a lot of minutes, and then all of a sudden, he got in, played really well, and Alvaro Ponce has been putting him in there a lot more. He plays with a guy, he plays with the energy of a guy, 10 years younger. Very reminiscent of Evandro Arteaga, 41-year-old.
Arteaga's the one. Yeah, he inspired us to do some research on Ponce de Leon. Yes.
Yeah, we were calling him Evandro Ponce de Leon Arteaga. Found the fountain of youth that Ponce de Leon did not find, and we came to learn was not actually looking for. It was just legend made up after his death.
We'll never know. We'll never know for sure.
Oh, and a terrible turnover there by Michael Smith. I think the ball was wet and he just lost it. So hard to blame him there. A little North American History 101. It's funny, I lived in the UK during my college years for a little bit, and used to joke with my friends about, you know, courses we would take and they would take, and they would always joke about American history. Well, what do you do during the second week? The USA only being around a couple hundred years. England and the rest of Europe, several thousand years of history. Prieto, right side. Alejandro Acosta lines up the three and hits it. Lead down to 8. Acosta now with 3 points. His first 3 of the game. Miller, the right elbow. Fisher directing traffic. Ball popped back out to Miller. He launches the 3, and that is good. Malcolm Miller says, I'll just do this myself.
Yeah, Miller was originally looking, he had the big guy Anderson out on him, so he was trying to see if he could get the mismatch down low for the offensive post player. And that was the pass he attempted that kind of got tipped back out to him, so he said, I'll just go with myself.
Master now works it around the outside, Prieto around the green by Anderson. And Smith. Shot clock at 5. Smith into the corner for Semiglia for 3. Splash! Gaston Semiglia. Semiglia now with 5. I don't know how these fans do it, Andrew. Stand and sing and clap and dance the whole game. I get tired sitting in a comfy chair talking about the game for 2 hours.
I assume they do it in shifts. That's my guess.
Oh, yeah, could be. The answer for 3 at the other end. Lucas Seward. Prior to that shot, Lucas Seward had been 2 for 23 from 3-point range. He's back to 11, and Alvaro Ponce wants timeout. One game already in the books today. Flamengo defeated Boca Juniors 87-79. Flamengo takes on Hebraica Maccabi. And they're going to be a fun team to watch. You have not seen them yet, Andrew, but they are a team that just flies around. A lot of great athletes. That game gets started at 7:10 p.m. local time, 5:10 p.m. Eastern. And then the nightcap tomorrow, Nacional against the Group B leader, Quimsa. 9:40 local time, 7:40 p.m. Eastern time.
There's that last play we talked about, and then here the throw to the corner for the three-point shot. You know how I like those set threes, Craig.
Yeah.
Now see, I'll illustrate something there too. That last three we saw was worked around the perimeter, what we would call a swing pass. I go from, one or two passes to get to the guy that I'm actually trying to get the ball, in that case the corner. I still like the inside-outside better because, again, I explained earlier, I get to see the basket. Or if I get it from the side, I have to look the ball in from the side and then refocus to the basket wherever I am, like that.
Prieto gets his own offensive rebound on a long three. Shot clock at 5, long three. That is good. My goodness, from way outside. Michael Smith with the shot clock winding down. It's Nacional back to within 5, 34-29.
I think he's going to keep up his streak of, 18 points in the last two games against this team?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
he
filling it up so
had
far.
11. He had 11 points and 22 points. It was Franco Giorgetti that had 18 points in both games against São Paulo.
Well, Smith's going to do it this game. I'm positive.
Smith already with 10. Giorgetti's stuck on 1. So Giorgetti's got some work to do. A little outside, in, out passing. And Ricardo Fischer draws the foul on Gaston Semiglia. I'm not sure what Semiglia was complaining about there. Pretty clear foul. But like I said, he's one of those guys who can get under your skin a little bit. And then he'll hit some three-pointers for you, and then he'll really get under your skin if you're the other team.
We've seen that a little bit.
Both free throws missed. Miglia to Anderson. Hand off to Smith. Oh, beautiful move to shake himself free, and he drains another tray from the right wing, and Smith is feeling it. Look at that expression.
Yeah, he's going to have the ball a little bit more in the next two possessions, I think. It's time for a heat check.
A long three from the right wing, and São Paulo answers again. Lucas Seward could not buy a three-pointer heading into this game. He's 2 for 2. Pardon, 2 for 3. Either way, he was 2 for 23 coming into this game. So the lead back to 8.
I think here under 2 minutes, if I'm São Paulo, I don't know. Smith playing pretty well. I'm gonna regroup here. I'm gonna think on my thoughts a little bit more. I definitely want to stop him, from scoring because he's getting hot right now. I expect to see a shot from him as we speak.
Well, they did try to stop him from scoring. They held him. Foul was called.
find him. I'd still give him the ball here.
Shot clock winding down. Smith. And that's going to be a turnover.
What? Did the shot clock run out?
I believe they are going to call that a shot clock violation. He lost the ball either way. He wanted a foul. I think he's got a pretty good case. As the contact is what caused him to lose the ball, but they may have said the shot clock expired before that happened. It's so loud in here we couldn't hear the horn. Another three-pointer for São Paulo. That one by Malcolm Miller. Leads back to 11. Miller with 9. My goodness, São Paulo is hot. Lucas Stewart's another tray. His third of the game. He's 3 of 4. And again, Andrew, where was this? He was 2 of 23 for 8.7% coming into this game from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and earlier when I was collecting my thoughts, I was borderline about to say, which I'm glad I didn't, even though I'm telling on myself now. I was going to say I would potentially be kind of conservative, but they did kind of have a rhythm where if I'm the coach, I kind of want to ride that and say, hey, if I can get a couple more baskets out of this, you know, let's go for it. And I'm glad, you know, had I been coaching, I would have kept my mouth shut and it would have worked out well, because here we are. They have a chance at another basket now, and I believe since that time, the other team has not scored. If they did, it was only a 2-point basket.
And
there they're going to get a
Nacional on the rebound.
Yeah, they get a break on that rebound where they get the ball back, so they'll have another opportunity and can make it to where there's really only one possession left for the other team.
First free throw good for Stewart. Stewart was 1 of 5 from the free throw line coming into this one. Stewart hits them both. Lucas Stewart back from the dead. I guess he wasn't completely gone. He averaging 6.3 points, 5.8 rebounds. Now Anderson from 20. That's good. So 45-31. Sao Paulo takes timeout to get perhaps a final play drawn up here. And Andrew, with this kind of lead, you have the luxury of really being able to take whatever your best shot is. If it's a 3, great.
Yeah, that's true, and they've made the last 2 or 3 3-point baskets they took, so I mean, I'd be inclined to potentially even draw something up to try to get another one.
Yeah.
You've got a great lead right now, so this is just kind of a free possession in my mind. So I take
why not
3, maybe I shoot.
3.
Yeah, and I want to shoot with a little bit of time, enough to get a rebound. It's that sweet spot of I have enough time, maybe 5 seconds, a little less, to get a rebound and throw it back up there to see if I can get 2-point basket. But there's not enough time for the other team to shoot anything better than a half-court shot, which those are possible to make, even at 3/4 court, but unlikely.
Sao Paulo now 9 of 17 from 3-point range. Nacional really up their percentage as well. They're 6 of 11 now. Oh, and they had Cordero Bennett, but I think that pass got tipped. Yeah,
they will get the ball back, but that stinks because you had that drawn up perfectly, and Well, we'll try to draw something else up. Underneath out of bounds.
Paul McKeskey calls those bob plays. Baseline out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
With 6 seconds to play in this second quarter.
Yeah, you've got your sobs and bobs, sideline out of bounds and baseline out of bounds. Again, for those not familiar, it's kind of a unique situation to score, especially the baseline out of bounds, because you're right there under your own basket. Sideline out of bounds, obviously, there's a little more space, so hard to necessarily get a scoring opportunity out of it. A lot of people will just be content to run a half-court set out of it. But on that baseline, you know, you can get little movements where you set a screen or something to pop somebody open, or have somebody just duck into the post and sit down right there. So good opportunity to put something together here. We'll see what we come up with.
Bennett to
Over the top
inbound.
here.
Seward hands it off. Fisher step back, baseline J. That's good.
He's made a few of those. I'm happy with that shot.
47-31. Score at halftime. Sao Paulo puts up 32 points in that second quarter. My goodness, what an offensive explosion. Nacional, not too shabby, 22 points in the second, but holy Pete. 32 points in a 12-minute quarter is something to talk about, but a 10-minute quarter, that's just bonkers.
Yeah, they were definitely on fire there. That was exciting quarter for São Paulo.
Let's look at the numbers here. São Paulo, 58% overall, 53% from three-point range. Nacional, 44% overall, 55% from three-point range. Only 8 free throws shot in that first half. Each team 2 of 4. Sao Paulo leading the rebounding battle by 3, 17-14. Still just 5 turnovers for Sao Paulo, 8 for Nacional. Individually for Sao Paulo, Cordero Bennett somehow has not scored in this game, even though his team had 32 points in that second quarter. If you'd have told me Sao Paulo was going to score 32 points in a quarter, I would have guessed Cordero Bennett would have had about 12 to 15 of those. Ricardo Fisher, 9 points. Malcolm Miller, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Lucas Seward, 11 points on 3 of 4 shooting from three-point range. Nike Coelho, 5 points. Tyrone Purnell, 7. And Ralphie Silva, 6 points, 6 rebounds. For Nacional, Eric Anderson, 4 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Franco Giorgetti, 1 point, 4 rebounds. Patricio Prieto, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Gaston Sibiglia, 5 points. Alejandro Acosta with 3. Damian Alvarez with 3. And Michael Smith with 13 points on 5 of 10 shooting. He's 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. So Andrew Hunt, other than hoping Sao Paulo cools off, what can Nacional do in this second half?
Ooh, at this point with the 3-point baskets, I mean, I really would hope that they couldn't shoot that well as they did in the second half, or in the second quarter rather, if I was the coach for the other team. But aside from that, the plan that I'm going to have is, since they're making threes, I want to run them off the 3-point line to start, because at least if they're still going to make baskets, I can get less points out of it, and then kind of go from there. Once I've gotten them off the 3-point line and used to dribbling, now I can kind of go back to playing straight up defense, or identifying the 3-point shots, and kind of, just play my normal D, and hopefully that's taking them out of the rhythm. That's the key, is getting them out of that rhythm that they're definitely in right now. The other thing was too, Nacional, they had a pretty good rhythm going themselves. You remember I was talking about Michael Smith had a few baskets, had a couple decent looks there when he was close to being on fire, and then that's when Sao Paulo just started lighting it up. So, like I said, very very excited for the second half. I know the lead is quite a bit bigger than what we discussed earlier, but we've seen leads like this disappear no problem. So we're in for a good half, I believe.
Welcome back to Sao Paulo. Just about to get underway here, third quarter. Sao Paulo with a big 16-point, 47-31 lead. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name's Craig Faden. 32 points in that second quarter for Sao Paulo. Not a lot Nacional could do as the three-pointers were raining down for Sao Paulo. 9 of 17 from the arc thus far. And we are back underway. Well, Andrew Hunt, you wanted Nacional to run Sao Paulo off the three-point line. Didn't work there.
Nope. And they didn't cool off at halftime, it would appear.
No. Anderson misses from the baseline.
And I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not sure. Have we had any teams facing elimination that came out victorious as of yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have. Yeah. São Paulo might be the team to do it here.
Now Semiglia for three. Splash! So the lead is 16. Sao Paulo had it at 19 just a moment ago, their biggest lead of the game. And Franco Giorgetti commits the foul there. And Sao Paulo has done this without their X-Factor player, Miguel Monscomelo.
Yeah, I was excited. I was waiting on him. I wanted to see this guy running all over the place. False advertising.
Miller scores.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that head back just now? Oh boy.
No, I did not. I missed it. I was making
Thank goodness.
my scorebook here.
Nothing happened. Everything's fine. Yep. All good.
Those of you that have been watching all along know that I'm on a one-person crusade to eliminate the throwing back of the head. There's T. Semiglia. Like I said, he can get under folks' skin.
So, Semiglia was the one who, on the other end, was throwing his head back. I don't remember if he was involved or what.
Yeah, he and Ricardo Fischer tied up there as Semiglia trying to pry that ball away from him. Ricardo Fischer had words as he got up. We may go to a review here for the adjudication. Welcome in to all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. We are indeed going to a review. Look at the sequence of events again. Our officials, Jorge Vasquez, Alexis Mercado, and Samuel Hidalgo. And just a good aggressive play by Semiglia to try to go down to the floor to get that ball. I don't think Ricardo Fischer enjoyed getting pulled up into Semiglia's backside with his face.
Usually there's some sort of payment involved.
I definitely think Ricardo Fischer overreacted a little bit.
That's what I was saying. But before this play, the play that I mentioned that somebody had thrown their head back, that was Semiglia. And I'm not sure if nothing was called, but I'm not so sure that there wasn't, maybe some jawing that started right then. I think there could be a little more history than just what we saw on this replay. It's the thing too, based based on what you said about Semigli in your description, that he kind of gets under people's skin, this would be the time that if I was down like this, I would, you know, be down to kind of start playing some mind games and seeing if I can get somebody chippy. I'm losing, so, you know, if I kind of give you a little jab to the side or something like that, or start saying something in your ear that's going to make you react and try to swing on me, just anything to get you out of your rhythm or get me a possession, anything like that. Not something I personally used to do, but you know, as long as it's not too crazy, I'm all for it. I feel like it's part of the game.
So I think we got offsetting technicals between Semiglia and Fischer. I only saw one tee, but no shot, so it had to be offsetting tees. So yes, indeed, it was Fischer and Semiglia offsetting technical fouls. As Bennett remains on the floor after getting popped in the mug. And are they going to look at this one as well? They are.
I'm anxious to see what we've got on here as well. Oh. Well, I didn't see much there. This is a closer angle.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's going to be
So to me, that signal means it's just... Okay, yep.
Yeah, I think the offensive player was just trying to pivot and generate some space. I don't think he was trying to throw an elbow into Bennett's face. Sometimes that does happen, but he certainly didn't swing his elbow at his face. Shot clock 5. Here's Miller outside to Cornell for 3. Oh my goodness, Sao Paulo can't miss. And the lead is 21. Giorgetti for 3. That circles out. Rebounded by Silva. Now Malcolm Miller. My goodness.
Maybe they can cut into that point differential too.
And a 10-3 burst to open this third quarter after outscoring Nacional 32-22 in the second. Timeout by Alvaro Ponce. Man, it just seems like on this home floor for Sao Paulo, everything is going their way. It was tight after the first quarter, 15-9. Neither team really shooting well from the floor, and then all of a sudden, in the second quarter, the heavens opened up for Sao Paulo. They're now 11 of 19 from three-point range.
Galloping around, having a good time, doing the chest bumps or shoulder bumps. Feeling the flow, working it.
Nacional back on offense following the timeout. Anderson. Gets it back. Bump, drives in. Left hand hook won't go. Right hand hook, rather, gets his own offensive rebound. Now Giorgetti getting it out to Smith. Smith bump. He goes down to the deck and will go to the line for a pair.
Ooh. I don't know if I see much from that angle.
And that's what Bennett's arguing.
Yeah. Bennett's like, I'm standing here. What do you want me to do? Those always were frustrating fouls where I just really didn't think I did anything. If I kind of fouled, I'm not even going to argue. Some people argue even slight fouls that I'm like, yeah, that was a foul. Like, I've even had players tell me, like, I know it was a foul. Like, I'm just going to argue it. I was like, okay, go for it. But I was very frustrated. I was like, you know, I'm standing here straight up, feet on the floor, hands up in the air. Like, what do you want me to do here? We mentioned earlier, I was like, if you're going to call a foul on me, let me know. I'll make it count. Like, especially on like a three-point play if they make the basket. I'll make sure they don't make the basket. I'll tell you that much. And we'll get 3 points on me.
Yes, it's the second free throw. More lessons from
again,
the Andrew Hunt Academy.
Yeah, and to be clear, anybody listening, when I talk about making my foul count, you never as a player trying to injure anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. Right. You know, a slap on the arm is going to hurt a little bit, but it'll be fine. You maybe have a bruise. That's part of the game. If you're coming out of a game with no bruises or scratches or anything from being down in the trenches trying to get a rebound, then you probably weren't in the game. But yeah, good hard foul means, you know, I make it to where you can't shoot the ball. I probably hit some part of your arm, and you come down on both feet. I don't want you to, you know, fall or anything like that. So that's the definition of a good hard foul, is one that you feel but doesn't hurt you.
That three-pointer is straight up and through for Franco Giorgetti.
That's an
awkward
maybe
entry. Nacional can get a little something going here. Nacional, based in Montevideo, Uruguay. Just an amazing city. Love the time we spent there in 2017. And that pass just a little too early before Smith got to it. And Andrew, you talked about Nacional needing to run Sao Paulo off the three-point line. How do you run a team off the three-point line? What do you do?
Well, kind of saw it there a little bit. That was more of a screening situation, but if somebody catches the ball on the three-point line, let me see if this does anything for us. I mean, in this case, like I said, it's a slightly different because, they didn't do it there. If you're about to shoot a three and you're relatively open, either wide open or if you're wide open, I'm probably not running off because I'm too far away, but I'm going to not stay maybe an arm's length away like you normally would in good defensive position. I'm just going to do what we call selling out. I'm running all the way at you so that you have no chance to shoot that. I'm giving up that you're going to go around me because I'm running at you in the opposite direction, but I'm hoping that my help picks up and we're able to recover and defend you, or worst case scenario, you get a 2-point basket instead of a 3. So that's what I'm trying. Ideally, you help and recover, but worst case, I'm just giving up less points. And again, trying to get you out of a rhythm, trying to make you do something different than just shooting baskets that you've been making.
Beautiful feed from Acosta to Anderson under the bucket. He completes the three-point play, and the lead's back down to 16. A little 7-0 run here by Nacional.
Yeah, both offensively and defensively, I kind of live by the idea of if something's working for me, I don't want to change it. And if something's working for the other team, I definitely want to change it. I want to do anything different. I just want to make you not do what keeps working for you. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the rest after, but, you know, switch things up a bit.
Cornell just too strong over Giorgetti. And he flexes the biceps to emphasize the point. Giorgetti
Cornell
was
definitely
fouled,
working.
but Cornell now with 10 points. Prieto, a little euro and a hook pass over the head out of bounds. Will stay with Nacional. Well, I would have bet my arm that Cornell had more than 2 rebounds, but that's all he has. You see that one go off the arm of Malcolm Miller. Now Anderson. And that's going to be a foul on Miller. I beg your pardon, that'll be on Cornell. Cornell working hard. Diving on the floor for that loose ball. We'll have a seat, get a little rest. With 3:58 to play in the third.
He could use a little breather. He's earned it.
Bennett has speed as well. Yeah, he's earned it. Slapping fives with the fans. How has Cordero Bennett not scored yet? He's only taken 2 shots. Seems like he's involved in just about every play.
Yeah, they're definitely, I mean, they're getting their points from plenty other places at the moment.
Cordero Bennett from Holbrook, Arizona. Went to Colorado Northwest University. He spent 1 season in Germany. Spent the last 9 in Brazil, the first 5 with Pinheiros. He has never averaged under double-digit scoring as a pro. Alejandro Acosta tries to drive and dish, and it looks like he really could have just taken that the whole way himself.
Yeah, let's see here what we've got. He was a little bit of an awkward angle as the post defender caused him to redirect himself.
All knocked out of bounds by Miller. Sao Paulo ends up with something off
Tough to put something off the glass when you're going full speed like that, and then a little change of direction too.
Silva outside to Coelho. What a drive and finish by Henrique Coelho. That 3 is good.
Be nice to get a little scoring drive going here, a little run to end the quarter. You're not going to, you know, get the lead back or anything like that, but like I said, I'm always just kind of setting goals for my team. I can be down 11 or 12 instead of 15. I'll take it.
That was Omar Canton with a 3-pointer for Nacional. Ralphie Silva with 11. Travel.
Happy feet.
Omar Canton, another one of those veterans, 41 years old. Averaging 4.5 points, 1.5 rebounds for this tournament.
Cookies.
Yeah, cookies. And Smith with a flat-out thievery job there. I'm getting the feeling that Nacional is going to be kind of in the same boat that Boca was earlier. They just need to get some stops. And São Paulo just continues to score. Miller now
hard
at
to say if
16 as the lead is back up to 18. Oh, nice.
It's hard to
steal of the rebound.
If that's the scoring woes here, if that's just good execution for São Paulo or bad defense. Oh, good skill to keep the dribble when he slips there.
Yeah. Mark Antone with 5 points now for Nacional. Miller for three again, a little too strong, but gets his own offensive rebound. That one no good by Nardi. Active hands-on defense leading to another opportunity for São Paulo. Flash! My goodness!
They're playing aggressive right now.
Matches the biggest lead of the game at 19 points. Miller has 19. Miller 5 of 7 from three-point range, 7 of 9 overall. He's got 3 rebounds, 5 assists. We've seen a couple of opportunities here, rather examples of teams really thriving under home cooking. Halcones de Salapa, Obras Sanitarias. Didn't work out so well for Boca this morning. Now São Paulo really taking advantage of the home floor. Both free throws good by Smith. He's got 18.
I said he'd have 18, remember.
Yeah, you did. Giorgetti's the one we needed to get to 18, and he's stuck at 6. Shot clock at 7. Coelho on the outside, left all alone. Launches the 3, no good, and that's going to be a foul on Damian Alvarez as he pulls down Jose Nardi. Is that going to be on Otuneo? It should be on Alvarez.
Is it? I want to see that again. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe the wrong guy. I thought. Maybe I'm thinking of a different guy that got fouled.
Yeah, Damian Alvarez pulled him from behind. Sebastian Otuneo has been relatively silent this game. He's played under 6 minutes. Has not taken a shot. That was, in fact, the first time I remember noticing him in this game when he was involved in that little tie-up right there. Shot clock and game clock just about in sync, and Nacional cannot get a bucket before the end of the third quarter. So we go to the fourth with São Paulo on top with a score of 71-52. São Paulo puts up 24 more points in the third quarter. And again, Andrew, it's not like Nacional isn't scoring. They put up 22 points in the second, 21 points in the third, but São Paulo is just a house ablaze.
Yeah, it's still 52. I mean, they're on pace for maybe low 70s. And I feel like the more I'm watching these games, 70 is probably a score I don't want to have. That's probably the score I'd like to keep my opponent to. Just doesn't seem like a point total to win too many games. Obviously, 71 3/4 is pretty high. If we were to accept São Paulo's score as the normal 3/4 score, then obviously 70 points is not getting it done as the opposite team. But yeah, that was something I always learned from my coach. Was we always had a target score that we wanted to keep the other team to kind of commit ourselves on defense. We always wanted to win the rebounding and turnover battle. And you'll see I highlight those things quite a bit because, in my opinion, that's what I learned from him, is those are usually differences in the game.
If you ever played for Bobby Knight at Indiana, target score defensively for the other team was always 0.
That would be the perfect game. We're all trying to achieve it, knowing it's likely never going to happen.
We look at the individual numbers. Cordero Bennett still scoreless. Nike Coelho 7 points. Malcolm Miller 19. Lucas Seward 11. Ralphie Silva 11. Silva with 8 rebounds. Miller also with 5 assists. Ty Cornell 12 points. Ricardo Fisher 9. Jose Nardi 2. And for Nacional, Damian Alvarez 3. Eric Anderson just 5 points. Michael Smith 18. Alejandro Acosta 5, Omar Cantone 5, Franco Giorgetti 6, Patricio Prieto had 2. I think that was in the first minute of the game. Gaston Stamiglia 8 points. Leading rebounder for Nacional, Franco Giorgetti with 5. Eric Anderson has 4 assists. We said at the beginning, Nacional was going to need Eric Anderson to have a big game. They're going to need contributions from Giorgetti. And the X-Man is Stamiglia. Now a nasty collision. You see Smith drive. Oof. Taken out of the air hard by Cordero Bennett. Smith checking to make sure all the, making sure all the parts are still attached. Just a broken chair. There's that old foghorn leghorn line. Fortunately, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an occasion.
I think that's correct.
So they're going to look at this on review, see if anything needs to get called. I think that was a pretty hard foul by Cordero Bennett. Here's the drive by Smith. I think you'll see from the angle underneath the basket. A little bit better.
You'll definitely see a collision there.
So here's the angle. Here comes Smith. Now watch Bennett. Boof.
Yeah.
Just hip to hip. I don't think it was intentional, but it was certainly hard.
Yeah, they're
wasn't
both
really
running.
making a play on the ball either. Yeah.
It kind of
Full
is.
speed. No, he was. He reached across with the arm and hacked the arm as well. I don't think there was any intent really to play the ball. So I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike on Cordero Bennett. Or maybe not. It's just going to be a common
there we
shooting
go.
foul.
Finally, the refs agree with me on a foul. There we go. He went for the ball. He did what I taught, what I teach. I didn't teach him specifically, but you go for the ball and then you kind of, you know, rake over the arm with your arm to make sure they can't shoot it. Now that was a case of what I was talking about earlier of a potentially dangerous foul. If you're going at full speed, it's kind of tough to gain your balance as the offensive player. So I'm not a huge fan of that one. That's a tough one though. That's
free throw in for Smith. One more point, and Smith will have game-high honors with 20. Malcolm Miller, 19 for São Paulo. And he gets it. And he's coming out of there holding that arm a little bit. We saw him take a lot of simulated free throws after that hard collision. Now Coelho for three.
That was a great pass fake from the post player there. He got Smith to leave his man, which got the open three. Just didn't convert.
A little miscommunication there. Sebastian Otoneo was expecting the cutter to cut all the way under the bucket. He did not. And so the pass skitters harmlessly out of bounds. Outside to Silva. Nearly stolen away by Giorgetti. Oh, and the jet quick drive again by Enrique Coelho. He's got such a fast first step. See why he spent many years with the national team. As Otoneo hits. Coming up on 8 minutes to play. Coelho puts the brakes on. Gets it outside to Seward for three. My goodness, Lucas Seward. 4 of 7 from three-point range in this game. And again, we talked about it in the first half. Lucas Seward coming into this one 2 of 23 from three-point range, whereas Ralphie Silva commits the foul. Sebastian Otoneo to the free throw line. 2 of 2 from the stripe in this event coming into this one. First free throw a little strong. Otoneo misses both free throws, but Prieto gets the offensive rebound.
Yeah, there was only, what, two Nacional players there to rebound.
Can't take advantage of the offensive rebound, though. Oh, and a beautiful feed from Malcolm Miller. Ralphie Silva. Silva now 13 points. Anderson takes it himself. Double clutch is no. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound pulled out of there by Stewart. Now for Sao Paulo, Andrew, do you start to chew a little bit of clock up on each possession?
Definitely. And they've been doing that to some extent this quarter. I don't know what that was. But yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of trying to get out of here. We've got the game in control. See, Bennett Smart says, "Hey, no need to talk. We want the clock to run. Come on over. You made the basket. Who cares if you got fouled?"
80-56. 6:37 to play, and this would not have been an outcome I would have anticipated. I mean, certainly Sao Paulo with a good chance to win this game, but did not expect a blowout of this proportion. Sao Paulo lost both previous games to Nacional, 89-84 and 86-82, but a 32-point second quarter propelled Sao Paulo into the stratosphere.
Yeah, and I think Ricardo Fisher.
Bench points.
Yep, Ricardo Fisher was the guy that really got them going, who I don't know that we've really seen him much in the second half. But yeah, he made 2 or 3 different very tough shots and kind of took the heart of the Nacional players.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Ricardo Fisher since he got tied up with Gaston Semiglia and that double technical situation. I don't think we've seen Semiglia either.
I was just getting ready to say, I don't think we've seen him either. That could be one of those things. We had a similar situation in another game. Maybe both coaches decided, like, this game is pretty much out of reach. Let's just, we don't need to mix these guys up or get them in any additional trouble. Speaking of the devil, is that Fisher there?
There's Fisher back in now.
Smigli, probably clocking in right now, checking in rather.
Yeah. Get a look at Bruno Mortari, second season with Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo, this is their third appearance in 5 years in BCL Americas. They did not appear last year after winning the championship in 2022. This is the second appearance for Nacional. They were also not in the tournament last year. They were last in it in 21-22. But I agree with you, Andrew, that Ricardo Fisher had a little spurt there and propelled Sao Paulo, or spurred them on, and really got the offense moving. Lucas Seward as well, 16 points now.
Yep. Cornell had some good baskets. Three-point attempt from the corner, way too strong. And Cornell comes out of there holding his hand. I'm not sure if he caught that ball awkwardly and jammed a finger. Stewart. Cornell. 3 on the way from Fisher. Splash. Lead now 29. Check my math there for a second. I wish I could help it.
Cotoneo scores. He's got 4. Finally a miss from Sao Paulo. We're inside 5 minutes to play fourth quarter. Don't forget a pair of games tomorrow, 7:10 p.m. local time, 5:10 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be Flamengo and Hebraica Maccabi. And then Nacional will be fighting for their life as they take on Pinsa at 9:40 p.m. local time, 7:40 p.m. Eastern time. Nacional beats Pinsa. They eliminate São Paulo. We are going to assume that Nacional will not come back from nearly 30 points down and 4.5 minutes to go. The São Paulo finishes off Nacional here. If Nacional beats Pinsa tomorrow, then we would have a three-way tie, and then we go to the point differential. And this game for São Paulo really is going to do wonders to make up that minus 53.
Yeah, that means there's still some motivation for them to score, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice move there by Abel Agravado. And I think that booing means Gaston Stamiglia has checked back in. And there he is. Cornell and Prieto go down in a heap. And a little bit of a flop there by Cornell. I don't think Patricio Prieto, if he took a running start from the other end of the court, would knock Tyrone Cornell down. Cornell whistled for the foul. And his night is going to be done. So Cornell finishes 12 points, 5 of 7 from the floor. 3 rebounds. And a hard day's night put in by Tyrone Cornell. Miglia for 3. Nope. Prieto tracks down the rebound in the corner. Delgado. Has a nice feed, but Alvarez could not finish. Pardon, that was Otoneo that couldn't finish. Patricio Prieto deflects the pass, and then it couldn't get corralled by Franco Giorgetti. So that is going to be Sao Paulo ball. 3:19 to play. And for Sao Paulo here, maybe you just keep jacking up threes and try to get into this point differential here. And that's exactly what Fisher did there. The shot clock winding down. Prieto from the right wing for 3. Nope.
It's 3-point contest. Yay!
Yeah. Coelho. Coelho's another one of those guys who seems to play with boundless energy. As Silva misses the 3-pointer. Miglia comes up the left side. Alvarado.
Yeah, just
Otoneo. Miglia, long 3-pointer. That's good. Lead down to 22. Miglia now with 11. And an offensive foul. Yes, indeed.
Nope. See, from our lesson earlier this morning, he extended the arm.
Yep. You are absolutely right. Vado.
In most leagues, you're allowed to have what we call the arm bar. It's basically a 90-degree angle of your elbow. Oh,
look at that.
speaking
There's
of elbows.
Semiglia throwing the head back. It honestly shouldn't even be a foul on Enrique Coelho. Look at that. Throws the head back. Throws the head back again as he's leading with the arm. And they do whistle Coelho for the foul. That's his fourth. Semiglia was fouling himself, essentially. But he was able to sell it. And I'm going to put that on my demo reel of throwing the head back examples of egregious violations. I mean, he was initiating the contact and was throwing his head back. Just don't get it. No need for all the dramatics.
Yeah, if you want to see somebody that can draw a foul in this tournament, is Holloway for.
Yeah.
It's escaping me.
And a hard foul by Semiglia. Sends Jose Nardi into the LED boards.
Real has the lead. That was Holloway, I believe. He just wanted a quick breather.
Yeah, there's no need for that. You're trailing by 25 points. And this is one of those games where if it's the 80s, you take a little used big guy off the bench, and he just puts Semiglia down. Looks like double technicals issued now. Yeah, Semiglia's got to come out of there, regardless of whether or not he had committed a fifth foul. Well, he did get the tee, and I believe that's his second, so he is out of the game, and I say good. He was, again, he's one of those guys who can get under your skin, but he can do it in a way that's still effective, but then there's a way to do it where you're just being reckless and intentional about it. And so he hears it from the fans on the way out.
Fan favorite.
Sure he'll hear it tomorrow as well, as Nacional takes on Quimsa here in the same gym. Any of the local fans come out. São Paulo, no doubt they'll have a memory of Gaston Semiglia.
I'm really a big fan of a fan. I'm a fan of a fan who not only cheers for their team, but will show up to cheer against, you know, someone that they don't like. That's fantastic. That's true fandom right there.
It really is. So it did not say if Semiglia had reached his fifth foul or if that was his second technical. I think it was his second technical that was counted as his 5th foul. So either way, he was going to be gone. And if he wasn't going to be gone, Alvaro Ponce should have just sat him down. You just don't need that, especially in a blowout. But there's always that one guy. Omar Canton scores again. He's got 7 now. Nice game for the 41-year-old Argentine veteran. Lead is 22. Open 3 from the corner is good. Lucas Stewart again. He's got 19 points. He's 5 of 9 from the arc. Coming up on 1 minute to play.
He's shooting the lights out.
Prieto scores from 3-point range. I think that's just his 2nd bucket of the game. Yeah, Prieto now with 5. That was just his 2nd basket. I think he scored in the 1st minute. And now Prieto bounces off of Jose Nardi. And I think that was a little bit of a flop there.
Did he throw his head back?
He threw his whole body back. He jumped into Nardi and then bounced off of him like a moth going off of a windshield on a summer night.
Is that a simile or a metaphor?
What's that?
The
oh,
moth
like a.
going off.
Okay, here, watch Prieto at center court.
Yep.
Yeah, Prieto jumped into him. Watch Prieto. See the player backpedaling.
I don't mean to laugh if he's actually hurt, but that doesn't look. The guy that's backpedaling, the defender, doesn't change stride at all.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
You would think with his momentum going backwards, if there was true contact, they would have,
kept
slipped
going in
back
that
a bit or
direction.
something. Yeah.
They disqualified Nardi for that?
I don't know. Maybe they had an angle that we didn't watch that made it look worse.
Maybe, but man.
He's going to take
Well,
the
if
nice
I'm putting
slow.
together a reel on how to sell a foul successfully.
Here's your team.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still just incredulous at that. Prieto looked like he jumped into him and then bounced off of him. Coelho on the drive, and now he goes chest to chest. There's no need for all this. Let's just get this game over with.
A lot of theatrics here.
Yeah. So that foul on Jose Nardi, by the way, that was his 5th foul. I don't think they particularly disqualified him for the viciousness of the quote-unquote contact. Prieto did sell the foul. He got Nardi out of there with his 5th foul. And now Agarbado guilty of the foul as Nike Coelho hits both free throws. All right, let's just get this over with without any further theatrics. There is just no need for it. Nacional, though, has cut the lead down to 19.
That's helpful for math purposes.
It really is. Tip in is up and in for Otoneo. Now full court pressure by Nacional. 3 from the corner missed. And if you're trying to scrap your way back into this, you ask Nacional, where was this earlier? Where was this aggression earlier? Where was this fight earlier when you were down by 27 points? Try to come back. So finally we go final, 93-76. Nacional actually outscores São Paulo in this 4th quarter. (24-22). So tomorrow it's going to be Nacional against Quimsa. Nacional needs a win. If they win, São Paulo Otoneo, and as a result, Nacional still looking for a win to advance to the quarterfinals. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feda. Reminding you that air games tomorrow, Flamenco and Hebraica, 7:10 p.m. local time, 5:10 p.m. Eastern time, and Nacional and Quimsa, 9:40 p.m. local, 7:40 p.m. Eastern. Thanks again for watching, everybody. So long for now.